just watching my stream, making sure it is actually streaming. And Daniel Bob here, and welcome back to Kerbal Space Program. And tonight, we are going to do a space camp. I have a little mission here where I have to hold a space camp. And to do that, I have designed my very own SSTO. Now, by all means, take the mick out of this when I remember where I put it. I called it SSTO bus, and started off with a space shuttle nose, passenger cabin, and then slimlined it at the back to a more conventional shape, and put two nuke engines and 4 Rapiers on. Put the normal bits and pieces on, canards, whatever these called, but obviously we are going up to our space station, the one around Kerbin, so we do need to dock, so we have a docking clamp. I'm going to take off some of those, because I don't think I need them. Oh, what I do need is some of those. And we're also going to take off these batteries, because I don't think I need those. And the other thing I did think I wanted, perhaps we don't need more battery. How much battery power do we have? 500. Is that enough? It's probably not quite enough, so let's put a little bit more in. Excuse me. One of these big Z engines, that's way too big. I had a couple of these. Probably could just do with a little one of those. I remember where. So where do we put it? This is the problem. It's this thing. Trying to make it extremely proof. Tell you what, let's put a Z400 in here. Yeah, Z400 will pack it up underneath here, because I don't think just one. Switch it to single. Just tuck it up under there. Now we could clip it into the body, but I think it'd be alright there. And saved a bit of yeah. The other thing I think I don't quite need so much oxidizer, so we're going to take off that. We're going to take off that tank, and we're going to put in no tanks. We're going to put in, what tank did we have? Was it that one? FLT. Yeah, it was that one there. So we're going to put in a FLT 400. Don't know where that went. Didn't go where I wanted it to. There we go. Put that in there. Now we're going to change it to the overlay. These have got oxidizer in for the Rapiers. And I'm going to put in a 200 as well. Change that to that. And then I'm going to put in a normal liquid fuel tank. Well, I can't remember where they are. Here it is. It's the Mark 1. So put that in there and put that on there. So I've got a little bit more liquid fuel, a little less oxidizer, because I think that's what I require. I've played with this a little. Now the other thing is, this is quite a heavy craft. I'm not 100% sure these wheels are quite up to it, but look at the weights. So I'm trying to save weight. I've gone for 0.6 tonne. It's a 0.4 tonne. It's 0.25 tonne. So not saving a lot of weight. So, and the other thing I want to do is change that. Just wondering if I need quite so many. The 4.5 puts it to the up and down ones. These are not quite where I want them to be. So I'll move them there. Move these there, goes on left and right. Let's put them on top of there. There. Why don't they want to sit flat? I could just put them there. That'll do. And up front I'm a little bit more limited. We go either side of the nose. So they don't want to go, these don't want to go flat either. Right. Let's put them there. And one on the top. One underneath, he says. Is it easier said than done? If I could take it off. Come on, get under there. Go on, get in there. That's not even on. This is ridiculous. Left and right, and I'll do one. For translation, I do want this extra thruster on. Alright, let's just stick it there for the minute. Grab this and go up. Leave it there. Now come back down. Now I can see underneath. So, clip it there. Now that doesn't look pretty. Does it look ugly? I don't know. I'll let you decide. Right, so Bigler engines. Got some air brakes. I'm going to move those back. Obviously I want those in a 2 as well. Right. Have a look at the centre of mass, centre of lift. Slightly concerned that the centre of mass is that far back. I could do with something more forward. Now, that could be achieved by shifting some of these forward as that. That helps a remarkable amount actually. Okay, so because obviously when I lose the fuel out of all this, and that's got fuel in it as well, just slightly concerned that the centre of mass will come back, especially as all this is all empty and all this weighs quite a bit. This doesn't necessarily. So these funny little holes, I tried to patch these and couldn't come up with a satisfactory patch. Just seemed to click badly click, clip. And it flies reasonably well, like that. Well, I say flies. I will be using MechGem to help fly, because I'm a terrible pilot. So you can see, we have thrust to weight ratio of 0.82 and delta V of nearly 15,000. Don't believe that. It's nothing like what it should be. Just wondering about these ailerons. Would they look better on top over there? I don't know. Let's have a look. I think they do. Don't know if it actually makes any difference, but... And I've got contingency plans with some drogues and some parachutes. Now, I don't think these parachutes are anything like enough to hold up a 104-ton aircraft, but they'll slow her down. Right, SSTO bus, launch. Oh, I just need to check, because in the crew, I need, let's get rid of it, I do need a scientist. Let's take Alejgi out. Now, the idea of this base camp is to recruit a few extras, because actually we are running a bit short, and if we're going to send out more space stations, we need people to crew them. So that's the whole idea of this, is obviously shed a load of money, reputation, etc., but also getting a few recruits. And I think let's go for a takeoff. Quick swig of beer. It's a little homebrew, an IPA. Oh, and it's crashed. It's never crashed going to the landing pad before. That's different. So, bear with me while I reboot it. So, Unity crash. That is a mod problem. Just going to have a look at the mods, and I'll take a mod or two out. The ones I'm not using at the moment. It was perfectly stable. I don't know what I've added that'll make it not thingy. Compatible, not installed, newly compatible. Right, so combat relays. It's not the community resource pack. I'm fairly certain it's not that. Don't think it's Epic Space Program. That's a contract packed as well. It's not that. It's not that. I might take the Kethane mining out. We can always put it back in later, but let's take it out. And I'm going to take the Surface Experiment pack out as well, because that's a newbie. Everything else on the phone, I don't know, I sort of like the idea of the Photon Sailor, but I'm going to leave that in, because I'm going to play with that. In future construction, big parts, part of which I've got. So, let's apply those changes. Of course, you guys can't see this, can you? So, just take those two mods out. Get it to Did notice actually, I think it has updates itself. We're now on 1.9.1.2788. Delete. And now go to launch. If I remember when I upload this as a video, I'll chop this bit out. It wasn't illegal at the time. No, the crest didn't you? It is, but it's not illegal. No. We didn't have crested newts. We don't need CCAD, so I can shut that down while it boots up. Just have a look, see what else I've got running in the memory. Don't need my Epic or the Realtek Audio Manager. Oh, I see. Oh, just looking at this. Recording volume, playback volume, microphone effects, default format. Oh, marvellous. Didn't even know we had that. How are we doing? Ooh. Don't crash on me now. Come on. Just spotted something on my start streaming from your browser. Let's get rid of that. Get rid of that. Into here. Start game. Here we go. Resume saved. And done. As you saw the stream earlier, I did manage to tweak that satellite into its orbit. Mainly did it by booting the big part off and just doing the tiller. That's what my host station was on because it had the following pass message. Oh. Okay. Right, so if I delete Keythane, I lose a couple of my vessels, which is not too much of a problem. Except I need to put it in, perhaps go to those vessels, take the scanners off, and I'll get to keep them. But there's two really. To the Moho station, but wasn't anything much on Moho anyway, but you always got to put back in. Right, so let's open the bus. Choose, yeah, get rid of the engineer, and I want to put on the scientist. Oh, where'd you go? Don't want that scientist. Super big scientist. Well, one that survived. Probably the Jebediah has been for another mission. Needs experience. And now let's go launch. Just check it's done. Yeah, because I saved it, so let's see if it crashes this time. So it's the first time it's crashed on the way to the launch pad. Normally crashes back into the VAB. Okay. Load the passengers. Got a bit of a pogo thing going on here. Like T, Z. Go. Now. So I'm going to use MechJet. Take it off. His rate is a bit noisy. Get the landing gear up. Now this thing hasn't got a lot of access power, so we're not really going to get a lot of speed up in the thick air. So we're going to have to coax it up to about 7,000 or 8,000. Once it's in that thinner part of the atmosphere, it'll start accelerating. Might have to use the nuclear engines just to give that extra few kilonewtons just to kick it above the back threshold. Let's see, just about there now. Pull out one of these engines and hit that. As you can see, it's stalled out at about 330. Reducing 180, but this is dropping. So we are going to pump it up. I've got to use this. Let's get it up to 20 degrees. Got quite a steep angle to set it. 1,000 will level out and speed up. Speed above 300. Just watching that thrust. Probably drop it down too much. Let's just level it out. Make speed up again. Reaching 7,000 now. So I said about 8,000. Just drop it down to 11. I say level, and we drop it down to about 7 degrees. Be a level flight. Prograde marker above our horizon there, so we still gain a little bit of height. Now you can see thrust. Actually, the speed's dropping as well. Why are you not increasing speed? Let's just boot in this. Give it a little bit of a tickle. So it starts increasing, I can knock this engine. What I'm doing now, just watching the thrust on the radius. As soon as they can go up without the use of the nuke engines. crack that, the radius really start chucking out some power. No, it's still falling as soon as I let go. Increasing on its own now, so just leave it do that. Watch this thrust up here. This will start climbing in a minute. Speed's increasing. Thrust is increasing slowly. Just stretching over that threshold. Climbing ever so slightly. I'm sure there's already a better design I can use. I haven't quite cracked SSTO flight design just yet. I thought I hit on something with wanted to carry lots of passengers and then using this part to come down to a thinner design. Up to 400 meters per second. Speed's increasing. Now we're producing as much thrust as we would if we were burning in close cycle. And we are slowly getting up there. Go on. See, this is increasing quite a bit now. So I think we can start increasing our angle to get up to 50. I'm just going to reduce that, the volume a bit actually. Take it down, it's very noisy. Apply that, close. It's a little bit better. These radius, incredibly noisy. Right, so at about now, see this just start to drop a little as our speed's still increasing. We start producing a little less thrust, particularly now as we're in for the up to around 800. Start to get some heat effect. Just watching for things. There are a couple of things here which I'm sure technology, but as soon as we start losing up to 20 degrees, 20,000, we're going to start losing the jet engine now at 20,000. So this gets down to below 100, go into close cycle. Ooh. Turned them off then. So now we're at 180 kilonewtons. Close cycle, now we're burning off all that oxidizer. We'll start to push the power of the apoapsis up, which is exactly what I want. The speed's increasing nicely. Got to look actually where the station where the space station. Could have taken off a little more efficiently. Wait for the station to come around ahead of us, but we can catch up with it on our own. There we go. Right, coming up to a point where I'm going to cut the engines. 70, 80. Slow down quite a bit because we're still in some atmosphere here. But we do need to top that engine off, start the nuclear engines up. We have 1000 dV. Actually, come round to here, I can see how much of that I'm going to need to circularise. 368. Which leaves me 700 to rendezvous with the station. Now, I'm not too worried about getting back, because I can always pinch some of the fuel. I've got a bit of oxidizer left as well, so just give it that extra kick. Might do that. Just turn the big engines back on. Turn them all on. Fair enough, isn't it? Oh, we're at 1 minute 30. I reckon I've got about 30 seconds, perhaps 40 if I just burn the nuclear engines. How much oxidizers do I have left? Quite a bit. So if I get rid of that tank here, I can always get rid of this one and put more, either bring it back, just save the weight, or put more liquid fuel in. But let's see how this goes. We're down a minute. Let's turn those off. No, I'm not. Going to burn everything. Let's do an auto quick save. Watch that periapsis. A bit too soon. Raising the apoapsis quite rapidly. How much oxidizer we got left? Next to nothing. So let's time warp. No, I don't want to go there. Don't want to add manoeuvre. Take all the manoeuvres out. Come on. Delete. Go. Right. Let's go there. Warp there. That's what I want. And let's put a CS on. We'll put a CS, we'll use that thing. And again, let's just burn everything. Obviously that's the Rapier's done. So these two nuclear engines should be enough just to lift this up to about 80. Leave us with about 700 dV. Just under. But just burning a little bit too early. I could probably wait. Come around here. Warp to there again. Don't want to raise the apparatus too high. The apparatus is still going up. There we go. Still be there. 60, 70, 80. Excellent. So, what we might have to do is wait 2 or 3 thingies. You know what these things are. Orbits. Well, let's sort of catch up. Yeah. It's going to take about 5 or 6 orbits for us to rendezvous, but let's let MechJeb do it. So rendezvous autopilot selects a target. Obviously we're on that one. And I'm going to go for a maximum phasing target of 10, because there's no time limit as such on this. We'll just go engage. While it thinks about it. Okay, 5.58. We've only got 600 dB to play with, so didn't really want to go about raising our orbit and letting the station catch up with us and then drop it back down again. There's absolutely no point, so not for an extra half orbit. Are you going to... Oh, I see. No, yes, it's automatically... But obviously it's dark, so I've just got to watch. Let's get rid of that Rapier engine, it's dead anyway. Watch that electric charge, I've taken out some of the batteries. I've got to watch that monopropeller because I've taken out half of what I might need anyway, but again, you can use MechJeb because it's a lot more efficient than I am. Usually. Just occasionally it's not. Okay, so obviously because we're under 100,000, it takes a little bit of time to do these phasing orbits. Obviously, the advantage of SSTOs is it's supposed to be cheaper because you're reusing parts, but for the longer journeys, I'm not convinced it's cheaper. Because by the time you've got to have a much bigger craft, if you're going somewhere interplanetary, an SSTO to Minmus is reasonably good because it doesn't take much DV to get from here to Minmus. You could even land, because landing on Minmus got no atmosphere, but pretty much do it just on the RCS. The only problem you've got is essentially you are lugging. I've got six engines which are basically designed to get me out of the atmosphere. Now Matt Lamb put a nice video up based on an idea on I think it was Star Wars or was it Star Trek? Oh, I don't know. Ruined my geek accreditation here, but yeah, where the interplanetary vehicle was inside what he called an ascension ring. So you had your fuel and your engines from the ascension ring, which got you up into orbit, and then you parked that in orbit, and then you sent the rest of the spacecraft off with the interplanetary bit. I quite like that idea, because you're not lugging all that dead weight around. You know, you've used what you need, get you up into orbit, you've parked it into orbit, and you collect it on the way back. So in that case it is a reusable craft. But the single stage to interplanetary, it's tiny, but it's just huge, it's got to be big. And you end up carrying a lot of fuel just to carry a lot of dead weight around. Are we there yet? Doesn't count down how many orbits you've done. Here we are. Right, so now it's going to burn so we get our intercept. I'm not too sure why it's slowed down there, because the manoeuvre node's around here. Oh, I see, it's coming around to its manoeuvre node. Now I did, inside of this thing, embedded in here somewhere, perhaps it's not. I was fairly convinced there's a, let's try and focus the camera on something useful. Inside of here, no there isn't. Alright, let's focus the camera on this. No. Right, focus the camera in that. Ah, there it is. Yeah, I'm stuck in a reaction wheel in there. Simply because, it saves on RCS. Means you can blast around a little bit using the reaction wheel. We can look inside the cockpit. Let's go IVA. Brilliant. It's I can't remember how to change seats, so I can't go from here to whatever's in there. Anyway, just keep an eye on what's going on, because as much as camera at the cockpit, as much as when this works, it works brilliantly. Planning to match velocities at closest point of approach. Excellent. Just occasionally, if you don't watch it, it does throw a complete wobbly, do something completely unexpected. So where is this space station? There it is. We are going to be a little away from it. Oh no, that's better. Did ask for the final distance to be 100 metres. Actually, if within 500 metres, I can disengage. Well, no, we'll let it use the engine because we've got 500 metres per second dV. That's more than enough to use the main engine to get up close. It's another reason I put the reaction wheel in, because if you're using the main engines to slow down, you've got to be able to turn it around fairly smartish. And you need to be close because you've got to target one of the docking ports. You can't do that from out here. You can on this. You see? I can't. That's because I'm locked. So if you're doing it by hand, you can actually target that, which is a bit of a help. Close to target, yeah. What did I click? I think perhaps because I clicked the docking indicator, it said, okay, you want to dock. Crack on, I haven't finished. That's why I'm saying, I know you haven't finished, crack on. This is the point, things like it'll decide to, within 200 metres, accelerate to 20 metres per second. Which obviously, if you're only 100 metres away, 20 metres per second, means you've got 5 seconds to turn the craft around and fire the engines around to stop. Doesn't work like that. This is looking good. Let's pitch it on the dark side of the planet. red planet showing up, and I don't know where that's gone. I think I have to take that because I put scatter in instead. There we go. Now, there is that point there. And we need to open that shield and control from there as well. We can close that. And I said I'm going to use, let Jeb do it. I'm going to make it 0.5 meters per second of the time limit. I'm not going to set it just yet because this is actually sliding straight past. I don't really like going for that one because it's got these solar panels here. So I'd like to get in. Oh, it's still playing. But I can tell the guys to pull the solar panels in, so let's do that. Let's go autopilot. Let's take this, retract these two solar panels, then come back. Just focus the camera on that. I can hear an RCS going, but I can't see one. Let's just increase the speed to 1 meter per second. Go on. Change it to half just so I get closer. I'm going to force it to roll 90 degrees. Because there's solar panels here as well. That wasn't quite what I wanted. Alright. Roll 180. That's better. Excellent. Just Kerbal sunrise. Kerbal rise. Go on, why are you not closing? Oh, you're just sorting out the translatory vector first. Right, now let's go for 0.5. I've got 520 meters per second left. That is probably enough to land, but I can always suck a little bit of fuel out of here. What we're doing is a molar propeller. Loads, absolutely loads. Particularly if you know what you're doing. Jim obviously does. And we have 5 meters. As it just connects. Oh, go on. Magnetic forces obviously playing up. Connect. Go on. So this is where you'd think it would do what it's supposed to do, but do I really want to take over? I think I might have to. Ah, there we go. I took over by turning it off. The computer was working too hard, just let the magnetics do its thing. Right, so, first thing first, let's extend the solar panels again. And the guys are out here now for 40 days, so couple alarm clock, add a new alarm. What we want is 41 days, add that. And they're going to learn all sorts of things. They're going to learn all about space, how to poo in a bag, and wee in a bag, and eat out of a bag, and do whatever else astronauts do. And we will probably need to go back to the Space Center. Someone in the background has just mentioned Apple Cake. Into the tracking station. And fast forward 40 days. And when we fast forwarded 40 days, and the guys have done everything they were needed to do, that's it. Jump to ship. I hope they've all had a good time. Jibidar hasn't told too many war stories. But, yeah, close the alarm. And let's turn that off. Let's take it all back home. So undock. LCS on. And switch to the shuttle. And let's go retrograde. And burn. Powering up this to about 35. Again, I could have waited a bit, tried to learn back at the KSC, but somebody's mentioned Apple Cake. 50, 50, 45, going to take it down to about 35. Stop. Excellent. Right, close the shield. Go prograde. Close that cable alarm clock down. Actually, we're going to go move up SmartTAS, surface, head 90, put in a pitch 45 with a roll of 0, and go. And then the atmosphere. Should get some heating effect in a minute. And we're going to turn those off. Put those into yep. Move this down to 30 degrees. $15 degrees. Slide on in. And I think probably the safest way of putting this down, because I'm never going to land it because I think the weight's all off. I haven't actually played with this configuration, so we're just going to go for a water landing. Turn the RCCS. Oh no, turn the RCCS back on. No, that's alright. Got a reasonably good glide. Actually, $8,000 meters. Remember, I am flying 4 times. Quick save. Why does it want to go sideways? What have I got that's slightly off-centered? Oh, no. Alright, parachutes. All the parachutes. And the engines. Well, we're down. I can shut the engines off. There's not a lot of pieces left. Funny enough, all the engines survived. But more importantly, all the crew survived. So, recover vessel. Thanks a lot for joining me. Hope you've enjoyed the video. We'll, yes, let me know. I'm going to play that one a couple more times to see if I can get the thing to land. But really surprised it did what it's supposed to do. However, look at the amount of money I got for that. Plus all these guys here. Excellent. Some of them are going to stay around, it looks. I think it's these 3 down here. They're all wearing spaceships, space suits. The others have. Well, perhaps nobody else will come for a space camp again, but they're Kerbals. 705 reputation as well. See you all on the next one.